Hey guys, what's going on? JJ Wilson here, and it's been a while since I did another review for Gangsta Curse, but this is the final chapter, chapter 18 for this particular manga. And not to spend a whole lot of time on the chapter in detail, I do want to touch on what happened at the very end with the four families meeting each other about Marco Adriano's status under Luca's care. So I do kind of want to touch on that a little bit. That was probably my favorite part of the chapter right there, but we'll get to that at a later time. Right now, let's just focus in on what happened right after chapter 17. So basically what happens is Marco just killed off a bunch of anti-Twilight guys. These are human beings that have a hatred against the Twilight race within the city of Ergasum. So in a fit of rage, just losing himself, Marco ends up killing all those guys in there. And he can't believe he did it. He just snapped. And he's asking himself, man, I haven't changed at all. Nothing's changed out of me. He's still a killer in his mind, But thankfully, the mother of that baby that he saved came over there and picked up the child, and she thanked Marco for rescuing the baby. So she's very thankful and remorseful over that fact. And this kind of gave Marco Adriano pretty much a sigh of relief. Spies at the time gave him a sigh of relief. And with the next scene, I believe we're at the Monroe estate, because some of the guys are wearing suits and they're hanging out outside. So I'm thinking this is part of Monroe's establishment here. So basically, Galahad and Marco are recovering in the rooms, and Marco's feeling kind of down a little bit because he couldn't believe what he just did, and he was apologizing to Galahad pretty much, and he's asking, is he alright? He's like, yeah, I'm alright, man, but thanks a lot. He starts rubbing his head. He's like, yeah, you protected my sibling back there. Galahad, from my understanding, doesn't have any siblings. He's just talking about the baby that Marco saved. So he's very thankful for that. And he's trying to cheer up the guy, and he's like, yeah, he did kind of overdo it a little bit with the killing and all, but it's all good, man. Yeah, the brothel's gonna be closed for a little while, so why don't we just relax and later on we can get a bite to eat. So Galahad's pretty chill about the whole situation, which is good to see. He's starting to open up to Marco. And then sometime later, Galahad and Spies, they find out that Luca's baby is born. Loretta Cristiano. She is born. His wife Sherry gave birth. And it was at the same time that Luca allows Marco to hold on to the baby. And it's from this point on where he finally gets the name Marco Adriano. Luca finally gets it to him. It's like, from this day forward, kid, your name is going to be Marco Adriano from here on out. And this is going to be your identity when you protect my daughter. Then Luca asks Spies, don't you think this is a good name? Marco Adriano? And it looks like he agrees. Marco says, yes, I am going to protect Loretta with my life. And so he's rising up to the occasion. And you can see in the next couple scenes, he doesn't kill anybody anymore. He's protecting the club bastard, as intended by Luca Cristiano. And so, with that time, a couple years pass by. I'm thinking around this time, maybe Marco's about 18 years old. And you can see her, Kanye is growing up a little bit too. She's probably about 18 as well. And Galahad comes into the gun shop one day, and he's giving her, once again, gifts to the Revolt family, out of their services and everything. And now it looks like there's a deal between the Revolt family and the Cristiano family. So now I think one of the guys from the family, the Cristiano family, they have to go over there and kind of keep tabs on the Revolt family, so to speak, kind of watch over them, guard them, that type of thing, in case something goes wrong. And now Loretta Cristiano is a little toddler, and Connie tells her, like, hey, we got some sweet upstairs, you want to check them out. Galahad's not really trying to stay, but Loretta, hearing the word candy, she's naturally excited, because she's a little girl that loves sweets. And so Galahad caves in. He eventually goes upstairs with her to get the sweets. And then Connie notices somebody else is out there. She knows who it is, and it's Marco. He's standing out there. And she tells him, while Marco still has his back to him, like, why you keep coming back over here when I tell you not to come? And Marco's pretty much like, yeah, I know. Like, he's gonna come anyway. And Connie just kind of caves in. She's like, you know what, you're just an idiot. You're like a curse. I can't get rid of you. And then she finally asks him, like, what is your name? You know, because all this time they kind of known each other. Marco never did tell her his name, so at the time he didn't really want to give his real identity name, which was Five. So he finally gives her the name that was bestowed to him by Luca. And this is pretty much the last scene. Like, the last couple of pages in that review is basically everybody that's in the current story of GANGSTA. But in this last scene here with the four families, the Monroe family, the Paukley Guild, the Corsica family, and then the Cristiano family, they're all talking together. And Paukley's trying to process this whole grand scheme by Cristiano by keeping this hunter, this ex-hunter, into his family, into his camp. And so Luca's having to tell all these guys, like, look, he's just a weapon with a purpose. He's not necessarily a criminal in my mind. He's going to be somebody that's going to be very useful for our family in the near future, especially if those destroyer guys ever come back. And if they do decide to come back, we got somebody of his skill set to come in and protect us all. Not just Twilights, but normals as well. And when he tells them all this, he's looking dead at Corsica, because I believe he knows, I think he suspects that Corsica is the one that sent those guys over there in the first place, the destroyers. You know, if you haven't read the main story, that's what it appears like. But if you read the main story, you kind of have the idea that Corsica is behind the destroyer's idea. So that's basically it with the chapter. My overall thoughts with the series, man, it's been definitely a great read. Besides the main story, a lot of deaths overall. I mean, you had so many characters that you can like immediately, but a lot of them end up dying off real quick, thanks to the destroyers mostly. You know, from former mercenaries to just regular old Twilights and normals just living their everyday lives, and now that they're being attacked at their own habitat, being attacked by these outsiders, these destroyers. You know, they're having to pitch in and help together. You know, and this is what Luca is trying to sustain, so to speak. He's trying to have normals and Twilights, you know, have more camaraderie, to kind of act as one in a sense, not to be separate, not to remain divided, you know. But with these destroyers coming in, they're trying to pretty much eradicate everything that's in the city. So, and then you have this main player in Spies, you know, this guy that's supposed to be trained to kill these Twilights and anybody associated with them. Now all of a sudden have a change of heart, you know, based on the stuff that he was told prior to his training, especially by Maverick, his own leader. So now, you know, seeing all the massacres that his teammates have been doing, and, you know, seeing the horrors in the people's faces, you know, whether they're human or Twilight, now he has a change of heart. I mean, you know, it's very eye-opening. That kind of lets people know that, you know, no matter where you come from or what you've been through, I mean, if you have the free will, if you have the wherewithal to make a change, to make a difference out of yourself, you can do that. So that's kind of something that I've kind of gotten out of the whole series with GANGSTA Curse, at least with Marco Adriano's character. So I've kind of rabbled long enough and kind of dragged this chapter review out. But if anybody wants to chime in on how they feel about the whole series altogether, it's 18 chapters overall. The beginning, most of those chapters start really long, but the last couple of chapters, especially chapters 16, 17, 18, they're a little bit shorter. So it's not that bad of a read, actually. Now the main story now, I believe it's up to 51 chapters. Chapter 51 came out about a week ago, in late April. Because right now it's May 2018, so I'm gonna start catching up with that. I don't have chapter 50 yet, but I am gonna get it pretty soon once it's translated. And also chapter 51, so definitely stay tuned to this channel, JJ Wilson, so we can learn more about what's going on in that main story, because things are starting to get heated over there. Alright, I'm gonna shut it down here. You guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.